Hi everyone, I'm Candy from Susan's family. Today I'm bringing you a soccer fan's charm, red and blue version. This product consists of the clothes, hands. Main part, facial features, hair, hat and football. Make them in order, crocheting the edging while assembling. Let's start with the clothes. The clothes are divided into top and pants. Let's start with the top. Use chain stitches to form a circle. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. Leave armholes along the way. Finally, attach the lines onto the top. The stitch techniques used include CH, chain, F double crochet, and FV double crochet 2 in 1. Please watch the demonstration. First, let's take a look at the chart. In the chart, R plus number indicates the round number. H plus number indicates the row number. The increases and decreases explanation column shows the stitch techniques needed when crocheting the current round, including where to increase or decrease. The total stitches column shows the total number of stitches after completing all stitches in the current round. Get the yarn. For convenient watching, I'll demonstrate using a different color here. For specific yarn, color scheme and hook size, please refer to the detail page of our product and paper instructions. Make a slip knot first. Hold the yarn with left hand. Hold the hook with right hand. Insert into the knotted loop. Adjust the loop size. Next, watch my demonstration first. Then start crocheting. Chain 5. Since the next stitch requires a color change, we need to switch colors in advance, so we chain 4 first. Then take another color yarn. For convenience of explanation, the new yarn we take out is called color 2. The original yarn is called color 1. Leave a little yarn tail with color 2. Hold the yarn with left hand. Pull through with color 2. This completes the first 5 chains. And completes the color change. Chain 4 with color 2. Note the color change. When changing colors, pull through with color 1 directly. The carried yarn of color 1 should be level with the chains. Then chain 5 with color 1 and switch colors. Then chain 4 with color 2 and switch colors. When done, pick up the front loop of the first chain, and join with a slip stitch. Make sure the chains don't twist. And keep the right side facing up. The right side of the chains has a V-shaped braid-like texture. The joining slip stitch doesn't count as one stitch. Gently tighten to avoid extra stitches later. This completes the starting chain. Now let's work on the first round. First, chain 3 with color 1 as the beginning chain for the double crochet. Count it as 1 double crochet, corresponding to the first chain below, which is the chain where you joined with the slip stitch. Continue picking up the front loop of the chains to the left, meaning this single strand. Work 1 double crochet. Place the starting yarn tail and color 2 over the hook. Weave in as you go. Continue working 3 double crochets to the left, one stitch to another. Remember to change colors on the last stitch? First, work 2 double crochets. Then yarn over once for the next stitch. Insert the hook into the front loop of the left chain. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops. This completes an incomplete double crochet. Then complete this double crochet with color 2. Now the double crochet is done, and the color change is completed. The next stitch is FV double crochet increase. The crocheting method is to pick up the front loop of the adjacent chain on the left side. Work 2 double crochets. Work them into the same stitch. As you crochet, carry the starting yarn across. Place it over the hook and wrap together while crocheting. Color 1 is also wrapped together while crocheting. One, 2. This completes the double crochet increase. Continue to the left, working 2 double crochets. One double crochet increase. For the last stitch, you need to change colors. That is, yarn over once. Insert the hook into the left chain. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops. This completes one incomplete double crochet. Then complete this double crochet with color 1. This finishes the double crochet, and completes the color change. With color 1, work 5 double crochets in sequence. Pay attention to weave the carried yarn together with the other yarn while crocheting. Also remember the last stitch needs a color change. Once completed, work 1 double crochet increase to the left. Two double crochets. One double crochet increase. Change colors on the last stitch. After completing the last stitch, pick up both strands of the third chain, in the beginning chain on the left side, join with a slip stitch. Count from the bottom up. That is, the chain stitch to the right of this double crochet stitch. When joining, place color 2 over the hook and yarn over. The joining slip stitch does not count as a stitch, tighten it. The slip stitch is not indicated in the form. Actually, when crocheting in rounds, always finish by joining with a slip stitch, and pull tight. I won't repeat this explanation later. The first round is complete. The side facing us while crocheting will be considered the right side of the piece. Continue to crochet round 2. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Counts as 1 double crochet, corresponds to the beginning chain below, unless otherwise specified. The 3 chains at the start of rounds always count as 1 double crochet. I won't repeat this explanation later. Next, work 4 double crochets into the left stitches one by one. The reason for making a slip stitch on the right side of the first double crochet stitch is slightly puckered. Don't miss this while crocheting. Pay attention to weave color 2 into the stitches together. After completing 4 double crochets, when you see, in the chart, it means to work the stitches in parentheses into the same position. First, work 1 double crochet on the left stitch and change colors. Then, using color 2, work into the insertion point of the previous double crochet, work another double crochet, weave the yarn through while crocheting. This creates 2 stitches in 1 stitch, meaning the double crochet increase is completed. Continue working a double crochet increase into the next left stitch. Two double crochets. One double crochet increase. Work 1 double crochet on the left stitch and change colors. Using color 1, continue working 1 double crochet in the same position. The stitch techniques and color change methods used below have been demonstrated before. Pick the double crochet stitches and follow the chart to complete this round. Remember to weave the other yarn through while crocheting. Pick up both strands of the third chain in the beginning chain on the left side. After completing the last stitch, pick up both strands of the third chain in the beginning chain on the left side. Join with a slip stitch. This completes round 2. For color 2, leave a 10 cm yarn tail and cut the yarn. Now let's work on round 3. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Continue working 6 double crochets to the left. Work 3 chains as transition. Skip 6 stitches below. Starting from the next stitch, work 9 double crochets in sequence. After completion, work 3 chains as transition. Skip 6 stitches below. Work 2 double crochets to the left in sequence. Join with a slip stitch. This completes round 3. Now work the final round. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Then work 1 double crochet to the left corresponding to each stitch, with the total stitches identical to the previous round. When encountering a chain space, you can pick up the chain space to crochet, or pick up the 2 strands above the chain to crochet. Everyone can crochet according to their preference. I choose to pick up the chain space here. Join with a slip stitch. This completes the final round. Finish with a chain stitch to secure. Leave a 10 cm yarn tail and thread it through the yarn needle. After cutting the yarn, pull tight. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the fabric. Once the yarn tail is woven in, refer to the color scheme on the chart to attach the lines on the front and shoulders of the garment. Or you can wait until the garment is worn. Before attaching them, I'll demonstrate the method first here. Place the seam of slip stitches at the back when attaching. Front side of the garment. At the color change between color 1 and color 2. Attach 2 lines each. While the glue is still wet, adjust the position. After the glue dries, trim off excess lines. Apply a small amount of glue at the cut position. Just enough to prevent the yarn tail from fraying. Then attach the lines at the shoulders as well. Trim off excess yarn tails after the glue dries. Next, take out the yarn. Apply a small amount of glue at the starting end. Pinch it into a small pointed shape. Attach it to the second to last round, on the front side of the garment. Space the two lines 5 stitches apart. Trim off excess yarn. This completes the top. Now let's crochet the pants. It consists of the waistband and the legs. Start by crocheting the waistband. Finally, attach lines along the side seams of the pants as decoration. Please watch the demonstration. Take out the yarn. Begin by leaving a 30 cm yarn tail for sewing. Next, follow the same casting on method used for the top. Refer to the waistband chart to cast on. After casting on is complete, move on to the first round. Work 1 chain as the turning chain for single crochet. The beginning chain doesn't count as a stitch. Next, pick up the top loop of the chain, work 1 single crochet in each stitch. The first stitch goes into the same place, where you made the slip stitch. When crocheting single crochet, place the hook above the yarn. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over and pull through all loops at once. This completes 1 X stitch single crochet. Continue to the left, picking up the top loop of the chain to work X stitch single crochets. When crocheting, do not weave the reserved yarn into the stitches. After completing 1 round, the stitch count matches the starting chain. Finally, pick up the first single crochet stitch, and join with a slip stitch. This completes the first round. Continue to crochet round 2. Work 2 chains as the beginning chain. Counts as 1/2 double crochet. Corresponds to the first single crochet below. To the left, pick up each single crochet stitch, and work 1/2 double crochet per stitch. Finally, pick up both strands of the second chain in the beginning chain. Join with a slip stitch. This completes round 2. This completes the waistband. Next, crochet the leg. First, work 3 chains as a transition. Then skip 12 stitches. Note, skipped stitches include the beginning chain. Then work a slip stitch in the next stitch. SL means slip stitch, do not tighten here. Next, work 2 chains as the beginning chain. Then to the left, pick up each stitch of the waistband, and work 1/2 double crochet per stitch. Note, do not crochet the slip stitch. Next, go to the position of the 3 chain transition. Pick up the top loop of the chains, and work 3 half double crochets in sequence. Finally, pick up both strands of the second chain of the beginning chain on the left side, work a slip stitch to join. This completes the first round of the leg. Continue to crochet round 2, work 2 chains as the beginning chain. Then to the left, work 1/2 double crochet per stitch. Finally, join with a slip stitch. Cut the yarn and weave in the ends. Tuck the yarn tails to the wrong side of the fabric. This completes the first leg. Now let's crochet the second leg. Insert the hook into the beginning chain of the last round of the waistband to join the yarn. Insert the hook into. Take the yarn. First make a slip knot. Place it on the hook and pull through. Adjust the loop size. The yarn joining is complete. Working 2 chains as beginning chain. Then crochet half double crochets to the left. At the position of 3 chains, pick up half stitch. Or insert into the placement of stitches of the other leg. Crochet half double crochets. Join with a slip stitch. The first round is complete. Continue to crochet round 2. Join with a slip stitch. Once completed, cut the yarn and weave in ends. Leave only the yarn tail reserved at the beginning. Weave in all other yarn tails. Both legs are now complete. Next, attach the lines on both sides of the legs. Place the seam of slip stitches toward the back when attaching. Attach them slightly toward the front. Not centered on the sides of the pants. That's all for the pants. Set them aside for now. Once the top is completed, let's crochet the hands next. 2 in total. Worked as the same method. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. New stitch technique used, V single crochet increase. Please watch the demonstration. Get the yarn. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Once completed, move on to the first round. Make 1 beginning chain. Then work 6x stitch single crochets into the magic ring loop. Once completed, pull tight the starting tail. Tighten the center of the piece. Finally, pick up the first single crochet stitch, and join with a slip stitch. If you can't find it, look from the back forward. This completes the first round. Move on to the second round. The chart shows X, V, X, times 2, where the parentheses indicate that the stitches inside form one repeating sequence. Make 1 beginning chain. Follow the chart to work 1 single crochet. The next stitch is a single crochet increase. The method is to work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. One, 2. This completes the single crochet increase. Next, work 1 single crochet to the left. This completes 1 sequence in the chart. Work another sequence. Finally, join with a slip stitch. Because there are fewer stitches, turn the right side out. Hide the excess yarn tail inside the hand, as stuffing. Now work the third round. Make one beginning chain. Then pick up the stitches from the previous round, and work even single crochets. Total stitches are the same as the previous round. Finally, join with a slip stitch. The third round is complete. The remaining rounds for the hand follow the demonstration of the third round. After the final round is completed, if you want the hand to be longer, you can work one more round. Secure with a chain stitch at the end. Leave a 10 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Take a small amount of fiberfill and stuff it in. One hand is done. Follow this method to crochet another hand. That's the end of the hand crocheting method. Set it aside for now. Now let's make the main part. Body and head. First, crochet the legs. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. Crochet a total of 2 legs. Cut the yarn for one leg. Leave the yarn attached for the other leg. After completing, join the leg with cut yarn. Crochet upward to form the body. Attach the hands during the process. Finally, crochet the head. Remember to stuff appropriately while crocheting the edges. New stitch technique used. A single crochet decrease. Please watch the demonstration. For the legs, follow the same crocheting method as the hands. Crochet according to the leg pattern chart. Crochet a total of 2 legs. Cut the yarn for one leg. Leave the yarn attached for the other leg. I've already crocheted them in advance here. Remember to add a small amount of stuffing inside. After completing, we'll crochet the body next. Take the leg with the yarn still attached. Work 2 chains. Then take the leg with cut yarn. Pick up the first stitch of the last round, and join with a slip stitch. Gently tighten. This connects the 2 legs together. Make one beginning chain. Work one single crochet at the insertion point of the slip stitch. This single crochet is the first stitch of the body. Then work 7 single crochets to the left. After completing, pick up the 2 chains on the left side, where they are connected. Work 2 single crochets. Pick up the thread closest to you. That is this thread. Now at the position of the left leg, pick up stitches, and work 8 single crochets in sequence. The first stitch is worked at the insertion point of the slip stitch on the leg. After completing, work 2 single crochets in sequence. You can work them into the same position as the opposite single crochets. Finally, pick up the first stitch of the body, and join with a slip stitch. This completes the first round. For rounds 2 to 5, no new stitch techniques are used. Before starting each round, make a beginning chain. Finish by joining with a slip stitch. Follow the pattern chart to complete these rounds. After completing, now work on the 6th round. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 3 single crochets in sequence on the previous round stitches. The next stitch is a single crochet decrease, SC2 tog. First, look at the 2 loops of the stitch. The loop closer to you is called the front loop, and the loop farther from you is the back loop. First, insert the hook into the front loop of the first stitch. Then, insert the hook into the front loop of the left stitch. While crocheting, there are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Pull through the first 2 loops. 2 loops remain. Yarn over, draw through in once. Single crochet decrease completed. This method of picking up only the front loops for decreasing is called invisible decrease. Using this technique, the gaps between stitches are smaller, resulting in a more delicate fabric overall. Continue to single crochet the corresponding number of stitches to the left. Next, make 1 single crochet decrease to the left. First, pick up the front loops of the 2 left side stitches separately. Then yarn over and pull through. Draw through the first 2 loops. 2 loops remain. Yarn over and draw through all loops at once. Another single crochet decrease is completed. Work 1 single crochet in each of the remaining 3 stitches. Finish with a slip stitch join. This completes the 6th round. Rounds 7 to 9. No new stitch techniques are used. Just follow the previous demonstration, and refer to the chart for crocheting. Once completed, let's move on to round 10. Make 1 beginning chain. First, work 2 single crochets on the body. Then crochet 3 single crochets to the left, and attach the hands. Take out the hands. Let's look at the hands. There are 8 stitches in total. Press it flat. Place the slip stitch marks at the back and centered. Skip 1 stitch on the left side, and 1 stitch on the right side. Fold the middle 6 stitches in half and overlap them, which equals 3 stitches. Insert the hook into the first stitch. See here, 1 stitch is skipped. Insert into 1 stitch of the body. Join and make 1 single crochet. Continue this process. Work 2 single crochets to the left. After inserting into the 3rd stitch, you'll notice the stitch on the left side is skipped. When done, the hand is connected properly. Extra yarn from the hand can be placed inside the body as stuffing. Next, work 6 single crochets in a row on the body. Completed. Work 3 single crochets to the left and join the hand. The joining method is the same as the previous hand connection. Completed. Continue working 2 single crochets on the body. Finish with a slip stitch join. This completes the hand connection and completes round 10. Now move on to round 11. Round 11 follows the stitch pattern in the chart. Pay attention, skip the stitches where the hand was attached. This completes round 11. Take out a small amount of fiberfill and stuff it in. Fluff it up before stuffing. Completed. Now work round 12. Make 1 beginning chain. The chart shows flow for front loop only. Work single crochet increases in the front loops all the way around. Finish with a slip stitch join. This completes round 12. For round 13, follow the pattern of 3 single crochets and 1 single crochet increase. Work the entire round. Completed. Stretch the loop. Take out the hook. Place the slip stitch marks to the back. Next, take out the pants. Also place the slip stitch marks to the back. Put it on the body, with legs slightly showing. Thread the reserved yarn from the pants into the yarn needle. Sew the starting point onto the body. No specific sewing method required, just make sure it's securely sewn. Once the pants are sewn, next take out the top and thread it. The colorway and color of my top here are not for reference, only demonstrating the method. Now the outfit is complete. Here, because after putting on the clothes, the yarn being crocheted is pressed inside the clothes. It's not convenient for crocheting later. So after crocheting a few stitches according to the pattern chart, leave a 20 cm yarn tail, and break the yarn. Pull the yarn tail out from the inside. Then work one incomplete single crochet. Insert the hook into. Pull the yarn through. Place the working yarn in front. Take new yarn. Leave a little yarn tail, and press it behind directly. Yarn over and pull through. Now the yarn is joined. Continue crocheting several single crochets to the left. Crochet while weaving in the broken yarn and joining yarn tails. After completing a few stitches, the remaining yarn tails will be hidden inside the fabric. Use as stuffing. Continue crocheting the remaining rounds according to the pattern chart. Add fiber fill appropriately while crocheting. Leave a 15 cm yarn tail for closing up. Note that when pressing the head, don't make it too soft. It should feel slightly firm when pressed. This means it's properly stuffed. If it doesn't fit properly, or you can also adjust based on your preference. Choose how much stuffing to add. Thread the reserved yarn into a darning needle. Pick up the front loop of each stitch sequentially. Gently tighten slightly at the end. Press flat. Tie off and weave in the ends. This completes the crocheting method for the main part. Next, let's make the facial features and hair. Divide it into ears and eyes, then we'll cover the hair. Watch the demonstration. Now, let's crochet the ears. Take the yarn, start with a magic ring. Complete. Make one beginning chain. Crochet 5 single crochets into the magic ring loop. Do not join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. Leave a 15 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. Pull the yarn through. Then tighten the center of the piece. One ear is now completed. Crochet another ear. Pick up one ear. Thread the reserved yarn through the yarn needle. Now let's talk about the ear placement. Sew onto rounds 17 to 19 of the head. You can count upwards from the neck area, where all stitches are single crochet increases. Leave 16 stitches between the two ears. When sewing, if you insert the hook at the entry point of round 17, then draw through at the stitch of round 19. Remove the yarn marker. And secure it on the other side edge of the ear. Secure it on the other side edge. Make sure the right side of the ear is facing you. Then pick up the middle head, and sew a few stitches randomly. Secure it firmly, just enough so it doesn't fall off. Finally, tie off and weave in the ends. This way the side ear is sewn on. Repeat this process for the other ear. Sew the other ear on as well. Now the ears are sewn on. Next, take out the yarn for embroidering the eyes. I'm using random colors here. Cut a piece of yarn, about 40 centimeters long. Take 2 strands. Take 1 strand at a time. Thread the yarn needle. Now let's talk about the position for embroidering the eyes. Embroider on round 17 to round 18, vertically. Leave 4 stitches between the 2 eyes. When embroidering, embroider each eye 3 times. This creates 6 strands. I've already finished 1 eye. Finally, tie off and weave in the ends. Then you can continue without cutting the yarn to embroider the other eye. It's okay if there are yarn tails left at the back. They'll be covered when making the hair later. Now the eyes are done. Next, let's talk about the hair. Take out the circle yarn, without stretching it naturally. Cut 2 segments of 20 centimeters each. Or, you can also trim according to the shorter side of the pattern while securing the hair. I've already cut 2 circle yarns of corresponding length. Fold them in half. Hold the fold with your hand. Insert the hook into the stitches of the second to last round. This is the fastening off position. This round is the last round. This is the second to last round. Pick up the stitches and insert. Pull through the horizontal stitches. Draw the folded circle yarn through. Then pull out the 4 threads on the left side. Through the loop on the hook side. Pull tight. This group is now secured. Continue securing the second group. Insert the hook into the position where it came out earlier. Exit through 1 horizontal stitch on the left side. Cut 2 threads of 20 centimeters. Fold in half and draw through. Enlarge the loop. Then pull out the 4 threads on the left side. Through the loop on the right side. Pull tight. This secures the second group. Following the same method as the second group, complete the entire circle. This secures the first layer of hair. Next, take one thread to secure it. Then secure the second layer of hair. The method is identical to the first layer of hair. Only the number of groups differs. Secure the next circle. Next, we can also secure the circle below the second layer of hair, on the back of the head. Third layer of hair. Using the ears as the dividing line. Secure only this section. Secure only a few groups. Space several stitches between each group of hair. After the third layer of hair is completed, take the glue. Glue the third layer of hair onto the back of the head. When attaching, pull the thread straight to avoid a fluffy appearance. If it's short hair, apply the glue about 4 or 5 rounds away from the neck. If not, You can apply the glue all the way to about 2 rounds away from the neck. Wait for the glue to dry completely. Pick up the scissors for trimming. The length can be lined along this position on the side of the hand, as a parallel line. Straight trimming to the other side. After trimming, pick up the second layer of hair and let it down. Divide it into sections. Bangs. Back of the head and sideburns. Make sure to leave space for the ears. Attach the bangs about 2 rounds above the eyes. Leave approximately 2-3 strands for the sideburns. Don't pull the strands too straight. Let the strands hang down, giving them just a slight stretch. Wait for the glue to dry completely. Continue by letting down and attaching the first layer of hair. Now, everyone first watch my demonstration, then start making it yourself, whether it's short hair or double low ponytails. Trim the front bangs gradually until they're level with the eyes. Something like this. If it's double low ponytails, divide the yarn at the back of the head into 2 parts. Tie each part with a strand. You can leave the sideburns a bit longer. If it's short hair, just trim the yarn at the back of the head flat. You can leave it a bit longer. Finally, after the hat is on, do some fine tuning. Pay attention to the double ponytail sections. You can trim them to your preferred length, or you can braid them. Tie the ends with a strand. That's how the hair is cut. Next, make the hat. First, crochet the top loop. Then work the hat in rounds. Attach the keyring during the process, and add thin wire in the final round. Finally, secure the hat onto the head. Please watch the demonstration. Take the yarn. Leave a tail for easy sewing. Begin with a foundation chain. Chain 10. Complete. Fasten off the yarn. Set aside for now. Next, work in rounds according to the pattern chart. Complete. Fasten off the yarn, set aside for now. Next, work in rounds according to the pattern chart. Complete. Then work round 1. This round requires 2 colors for demonstration. Make 1 beginning chain. Then work 3 single crochets into the magic ring loop. Complete. Stretch the loop. Take out the crochet hook to change colors. Insert the hook into the front loop of the single crochet. And draw through the left side yarn. Take another color yarn. For easier explanation, the new yarn we take out is called color 2. The original yarn is called color 1. Leave a little yarn tail with color 2, hold the yarn with left hand, draw color 2 through. Then work 4 single crochets into the magic ring loop with color 2. Color 2 does not wrap together with the other yarn. Complete. Stretch the loop. Take out the crochet hook. Pull color 1 again. There's no loop here. The completed stitches won't fall off. Insert the hook into the front loop of the last single crochet with color 2. And into the strand on the left. Yarn over and pull through color 1. Pay attention to the carrying yarn across for color 2 on the wrong side. Don't pull too tight, to prevent the fabric from curling. Then tighten the center of the piece. Pull color 2. Join with the first stitch using a slip stitch. This completes the first round. Now crochet the second round. Make 1 beginning chain with color 1. First, follow the pattern chart to crochet 3 single crochet increases. Next, when you see, it means to work the stitches inside the brackets into the same position. That is, first crochet 1 single crochet on the left stitch. Then change colors, and use color 2 to crochet 1 single crochet, into the same position as the previous single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet. This completes the single crochet increase. Color change is also completed. With color 2, crochet 3 single crochet increases to the left. After completing, change colors. Finally, join with a slip stitch. This completes the second round. Next, enlarge the loop on the crochet hook. Take out the ring and keyring. Thread the ring through the smallest hole in the keyring. Then thread both ends of the ring through the center of the first round of the hat. Insert from the right side to the wrong side. The side facing us while crocheting is the right side. When threading the second yarn through, pick up and knit one strand from the surface of the fabric piece. Then insert into the center. Secure both ends of the ring on the wrong side of the hat. Make an extra knot to secure it well. Weave in the excess yarn at the top after the hat is completely crocheted. Once the ring is secured, let's crochet the third round. Make one beginning chain. Work one single crochet and one single crochet increase to the left. Repeat 3 times. Complete. Work one single crochet to the left. Change colors. Make a single crochet increase on the left stitch. Then with color 2 work to the left. Follow the pattern of one single crochet and one single crochet increase. Repeat 3 times in total. Change colors at the end. Join with a slip stitch. The third round is complete. Continue crocheting the remaining rounds of the hat. The color change method for the first 3 rounds has been demonstrated. Follow the chart all the way down to the third to last round. Complete. Cut the yarn. The third to last round is complete. Now work the second to last row. Refer to the chart and start from the first stitch. Count the corresponding stitches to the left. My colors here are not for reference. Insert the hook into the front loop of the next stitch to join yarn. This row is all worked in the front loops. Make one beginning chain. Follow the chart and work 2 single crochets into the front loops. The first stitch is worked at the joining position. Continue working 2 half double crochet increases to the left. TV indicates half double crochet increase. Work the first one. Pick up the front loops on the left and work 2 half double crochets in the same position. Pay attention. One, 2. This completes the half double crochet increase. Continue working 1 half double crochet increase to the left. FV indicates double crochet increase. Then work 1 double crochet increase on the left side. Indicates double crochet increase. Double crochet increase means working 2 double crochets in the same position. 1, 2. This completes the double crochet increase. Continue working 7 double crochet increases to the left, picking up the front loops one by one. After completing, work 2 half double crochet increases to the left in sequence. Two single crochets. Fasten off yarn to finish. This completes the second to last row. Now work the final round. First cut a 40 cm thin wire, and fold it in half. Then insert the hook into the first stitch of the third to last round to join the yarn. After joining the yarn, place the wire above the yarn you're currently crocheting. Make 1 beginning chain. Then work the stitch pattern to the left, referring to the chart. Continue working until reaching the second to last row on the left side. Continue working until reaching the second to last row on the left side currently. Work the edging while wrapping the wire into the stitches. After completing, pick up the stitches of the second to last row to the left and work. Follow the stitch pattern all the way around, finishing with a slip stitch join. Cut the yarn. Place the excess wire on the wrong side of the hat. If it's too long, cut a little bit slightly. Secure it with glue. Press and wait for the glue to dry. That's all for the hat. After the hat is crocheted, attach the loop yarn at the head. Secure it in place. I'm using random colors here. Tuck the excess yarn inside the hat. Then put on the hat. After wearing it, refine the hair. When trimming, trim in small amounts multiple times. Trim the sideburns to the corresponding length. It's short hair. You can also trim to your desired length, and secure with glue. It's short hair, and you can trim to your desired length. After all trimming is done, apply glue inside the hat. Then wear it properly. Next, let's make the soccer ball. It consists of black pieces and white pieces. The crocheting method is similar to hands. Follow the crocheting method used for hands. Crochet according to the soccer ball pattern chart. After completing, sew the pieces together. Note, when finishing, don't secure with a chain stitch when cutting the yarn. Just pull the yarn through directly. I've already completed all the pieces here. One of the black pieces also has a ring attached. I'm sewing here, so the colors are random. Next, pick up a black piece. Thread the reserved yarn into the yarn needle. Then pick up a white piece. Pick up 2 stitches from the white piece, and 2 stitches from the black piece. Whip stitch the adjacent 2 half loops together. That means picking the back loops of the front piece. And picking the front loops of the back piece. After sewing, pick up another white piece and whip stitch it to the black piece. Pick up the adjacent 2 half loops. After sewing, continue to sew 3 white pieces to the black piece one by one. After sewing 5 small white pieces. Next, move upwards and sew these 2 small white pieces together. Pick up the adjacent 2 half loops, and sew them together. Before sewing, fill in the gaps. To avoid having such gaps in the middle after sewing, insert the hook into the left side seam for the insertion point. Pull out the needle on the last stitch of the small black piece. Pull tight. After sewing, next, sew 2 stitches on the 2 white pieces together. After sewing like this, there are no gaps between the pieces. Next, take another small black piece to sew. Sew this small black piece between these 2 small white pieces. Add 3 white pieces during sewing. When sewing here, follow the principle of surrounding 1 black piece with 5 small white pieces. After sewing, fill in the holes. Make sure there are no gaps. After sewing, sew the small white pieces that are next to each other together. Only sew the 2 adjacent stitches. If the yarn tail is not long enough, tie a knot and weave in the ends on the wrong side. Do not cut off the extra yarn. Leave it inside the ball as stuffing. Continue using the reserved yarn from another small black piece for sewing. If it's hard to sew, you can also take new yarn. After sewing, hide the yarn tail on the backside of the fabric. Follow this method to sew another piece of the same shape. Follow this method to sew another piece of the same shape. Take the top piece. Pick up 2 centered stitches and sew them together. Leave a bit of yarn tail at the beginning. After sewing, tie a knot and weave in the ends on the wrong side. Sew the other side as well, forming a tube shape. After sewing, take one black piece. Sew it onto the middle of these 4 white pieces. After sewing, take one white piece. Sew it onto the black piece. After completing, move down and sew these 2 white pieces together. Then take one black piece. Sew it onto the middle of these 4 white pieces. After sewing, sew these 2 white pieces together. Weave in the ends on the wrong side. Next, take one black piece, and sew it onto the middle of these 5 white pieces. During the sewing process, connect the white pieces as well. Continue to take one black piece. Sew it onto the middle of these 5 white pieces. Connect the white pieces during the process. After sewing one side, continue sewing the other side until only one piece remains. Next, take the fiber fill and stuff it inside. Continue sewing the last piece. Sew while adding appropriate stuffing. Finally, pinch it to feel slightly soft. Tie off and weave in the ends. After everything is completed, take the keyring and assemble it. Attach it to the small circle on the other part. Small circle. That's all for the soccer ball. Finally, on the toy's face, apply blush in small amounts multiple times. That's all for the toy. Up to this point, the entire product has been fully explained. If you still have unclear parts during the crocheting process, there are still unclear points. Don't hesitate to join our Facebook group to get supports. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.